is my honor to be here to present the Sherry Lansing Leadership Award to my dear friend Charlize Theron, everybody. Come on, give it up for her. I got to work with her in a movie several years ago. I hadn't really met her that many times, and I was incredibly intimidated to work with her. Not just because of how talented she is, because I was literally physically intimidated to be around her, because she murders people in every movie she does, and that's pretty much all she's doing. I'm used to working with like Paul Rudd, and it was one of the first times I was across from an actor where I was like, this person could kill me. But we got along. How do you know we got along? Because our movie bombed and we stayed friends. We know for sure that we cannot help each other career-wise. Yet still we keep hanging out with one another. But I'm so glad we do get to keep hanging out because Charlize is fun. She is a fun person to hang out with. Maybe too fun at times, I will say. She's having a party next week. I'm already getting hydrated for it. I've canceled the next 4 days of plans because it's hard to leave her parties. We actually shot our film in Cartagena, Colombia for 1 week, so I'm told. I've seen it. It looks like we're there. I don't know, though. I could not, not one instant of memory from that. She is incredibly charitable, Charlize, which is obviously one of the reasons why we're here. I think actually the first thing I left my house for during COVID was a charity event Charlize had, which was incredibly bold, I would say. I literally went from like wiping off my groceries to schmoozing with Vin Diesel over the course of one afternoon. Speaking of charitable, schmoozing with Vin Diesel. Few women have chosen to undergo more charitable paths than inviting Vin Diesel to their charity event. He's notoriously weird, that's all I'll say. Even in those Marvel movies, they're like, how do we have him but not have him here? We'll put him, make him the treat, make him the treat. No one tell Vin. If you see him, don't rat me out about this shit. Charlize Theron's Africa Outreach Project has actually reached over 3 million youth in Southern Africa, building partnerships with community organizations, provided college scholarships to incredible young change makers, which is amazing. Right now, I don't love it because it's very hard to joke about all that stuff. There are much funnier causes you could have taken up. I'm not saying you should consider that while taking up a cause, but if you were like the face of colonoscopies, this would be easier for me, from a comedic standpoint at least. But in all seriousness, Charlize is the most impressive person I've ever been around. She makes you want to be a good person. Her morality comes through with such ease and clarity, it constantly makes me question my own and those of the other people I've chosen to surround myself with. And it makes me honored that she would ask me to participate in her life in any way, shape, or form, because truly, it's good enough without me. She doesn't need me to be a part of it. All that being said, please join me in presenting the Sherry Lansing Leadership Award to Charlize Theron.
Wow. Did you, I'm just gonna. Sass. You're welcome, everybody. I feel like, where did he go? I feel like he just always shows up for me. Where, did he leave? He's gone. He's gone, he left. Oh, there he is. You always show up for me, buddy. You really do. I feel like I can never thank you enough. Although you made me learn German and play a Nazi superhero for your show, The Boys. I think we're even now. Yeah, it's done. Okay, this is good. Okay. The Sherry Lansing Leadership Award. How did my name even get thrown into this? I mean, to be connected with anything Sherry Lansing is just a complete honor, shock to the system. I mean, there's just so many accomplishments. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, there's so much, Sherry. You've accomplished so much. The initiatives that have your name on it reads like a CVS receipt. It just keeps fucking printing. You're a powerhouse. I mean, Forrest Gump, Braveheart, The Truman Show. I mean, your name has been behind so many of the all-time classics. So I just have to ask, Sherry, what did I do to piss you off? Because you put me on Aeon Flux. No. Thank you. I want to apologize. I just want to know, what did I do? I think a lot of times as women, there's a heightened risk of being designated as leaders. It can put a target on your back, increase the scrutiny. It could be true that people out there want to see women fail. We shouldn't say all people, just those who are still using Twitter. But as I look around in this room today at all these incredible women, I see the tide is turning. The fear of putting yourself out there is becoming less scary. The Sherry Lansings of the world have kicked the door of opportunity down, and this next wave of women are tearing down the whole fucking building. And that's so exciting. I'm seeing more female directors and producers on set. I'm seeing more female department heads. I'm seeing more actresses having their own production shingles. Yes, you, Margot, Lisa, just chill the fuck down. Like, I'd like to have a show on TV as well. Fucking overachievers. As much as I love what I do as an actress and a producer, some of my greatest joy and motivation comes from my work that I get to do with CTAOP, my Africa Outreach Project. And if we're talking leaders, the young people who are involved in the community organizations we support in South Africa, they are some of the most inspiring people I have ever encountered. In the face of what we would consider adversity or concrete ceilings, they see opportunity and room for change, growth, and inclusion. When I think back 15 years ago, the vision of CTAOP still remains: a foundation that is a true partner to communities and community leaders on the ground, an organization committed to solidarity and not charity. That was the grounded belief that we started CTAOP with. I am because you are. I am because we are. I believe it to my core. It is our interconnectedness that makes us stronger, but we can't truly commit to solidarity if we don't confront the brutal inequities that all of us, perpetuate. And the philanthropic sector is no different. If we ask ourselves why our world is so unequal, it's because when we hold up that mirror, it's about the power and control that some of us, most of us, don't want to lose. And if we really want to see change in this world, then we need to listen to and be led by those closest to the challenges. Truly get in their corner, not just as supporters, but as partners who are willing to walk or sprint a journey with them. This is how we become connected in our belief and commitment to making things better. Bless you. And it means letting go of the power we have hoarded for so long. It is both a personal and societal journey, and it is only then that we get to witness the magic that happens when those who are the most affected, the most underdeserved, the most neglected, have the opportunity to wield their power alongside their communities, and that's how you make real change happen. CTOP is committed to this path, as are many, but there is still so long. Can you put that a little further back? No, like actually take the prompter and just go a little further back. That fucking thing is so far away. I'll just cut to the chase. Listen, I take this leadership award less as a mark of accomplishment, but more as a challenge to keep doing the work. I see that being done today here with the scholarships being given out to all these young people. I absolutely know they are going to use it and make giant waves in their community. I'm looking out and I see an entire room of some of the most powerful women in the world who all showed up this morning to help make a bit of a change, a bit of a difference. And you know it means something when as many women agree to a red carpet in full glam at 8 a.m. on a Wednesday. But we did it, and I fucking love it. And I want us to keep each other accountable, use each other as resources, and push each other to keep using our voices and platforms for something greater than ourselves. I have nothing in my life, none of the accomplishments, none of the awards, without the community of women around me. Women who constantly bring ideas, motivate, and inspire me. Ashley George, the executive director of CTAOP, is here with me today, right there. This woman is a firebrand, just one example of her greatness during the onset of COVID. Ashley was really the one who spearheaded the Together for Her campaign, and she brought 60 of the most influential women in the industry to shine a light and help raise funds for the safety of women and children who were facing domestic violence during the lockdown. My incredible producing partner, Beth Kono. Over the last 20 years, she has built our company, Denver and Delilah, from the ground up, and it has been back-breaking, but she fucking does it every single day, and she is my hero. And then, of course, my mom, because she birthed me, and she said it was really hard. And she's not afraid to tell me when she hates one of my movies, so that helps, too. I mean, sometimes we need to be told when we suck. So I guess all of this is to say leadership is not a one-person game, especially for women. We need community, not just to build one another up, but to help pass the baton to the next generation of great women who will undoubtedly be up here one day telling us how they solved the climate crisis or how they became the first American president. We all want that, or we wouldn't be here today. So I thank you for this award. I want to say thank you for the kick in the ass. It's been a rough week, so I needed that. And thank you to The Hollywood Reporter. Thank you, Sherry Lansing. You have been and will forever be one of my greatest mentors. And to all of the inspiring women in here today, thank you. Really, it means a lot. Thank you very much.